This is day 8, and today was very successful. I did a lot of 1v1s. I didn't calculate how many I did. I'm going to calculate it later. But I think I did maybe 80 1v1s, 80 to 100 1v1s. And I played some really good players. My mindset was a little bit shaky. I was definitely coping, but I think that's normal for our mind to make excuses or cope to protect our ego and protect our identity. But nevertheless, I think I did very well. And today was the Solo Cash Cup, and I got 239th place, which is NA West, so it's kind of dog shit, but it's better than nothing. And at one point, I was in like 20th place, and I had a lot of bad games in a row. And we're gonna go over the tournament later, but I think I played pretty well, and if I would have known what I knew at the end of the tournament, I think I would have had a much better placement. The mistake I make here is actually an offensive mistake. So what I did is I made a peanut butter edit here instead of just going for like a 4 tile edit. So I should have just went for like a bottom right and then just sat in this box. So go for a bottom right here. Wait for him to go in there. If he doesn't go in there, I have full box him on the left box. But instead I go for a peanut butter, which makes the wall weak and it's like awkward, you know? And then here he tries to bait me out. And it works because I thought he was gonna go to the other box and he's like slides back and does this weird ass fucking like this clip. I'm gonna come up with a hypothesis that never edit unless you guarantee know that your enemy cannot go into your like tile. So what I mean by that is here obviously you can see the visual footsteps. He's not gonna somehow magically end up in my box, right? But here you can see him right there. I mean, to see in game is almost impossible. But like he has a chance. He clearly placed a stair, which means he's in the vicinity in order to get into my tile. And I don't want to take 50-50s when we're equal HP. Never want to do that. It just comes down to aim, not skill. Well, aim is part of skill, but you know what I mean. So then he's in my box, and then it's all about who hits the shot and who doesn't. He hits the shot, and I don't. This clip, there wasn't anything I could do once he got the doubles on me. There was no stair flip or cone flip or placing the wall. So the mistake is before he gets the doubles right here. You're about to see in a second. So you can see he's on the stair and I'm on the stair. I'm actually more forward up the stair, but he somehow gets height on me. Why? Because he spams stairs. Stairs are not only get you up, but it blocks your enemy, and you can get peace on your enemy, right? So here, a lot honestly, once I get more skilled in 1v1s, a lot of the 1v1s, like when I die, is gonna come down to me not knowing where my enemy is properly or going into his space or not getting peace. And this is one of those situations where if I block him off with a stair, I'm good. But I don't know where he is in space. So unless I know where he is, I'm not gonna do it, you know? So I don't know, like again, how to track my enemy better. Maybe you have to be looking at your enemy at all times. I don't know how to do that. People say you have to do that, but I don't know if that's even possible. But this is one of those cases. I only take like 40 damage here, but the reason why it's really important is because he could have hit me like 180. You never know, right? So I hit him 40 right here. And then I notice he's like standing on this ramp. So my thought process is I'm going to pump the wall, cone him, and try to take the wall. But I don't place a wall right here, which is really bad. What I should have done is place a wall, instead of a normal peanut butter, do the opposite peanut butter, and then like jump shot cone him. But instead, what I kind of do is just like go in front of this wall, and my expectation is that I'm going to take the wall. But I don't. So what are you going to do if you don't take the wall? Well, he's just going to get it. And then he edits and then hits me. He only hits me 43, so I got lucky, but I had the expectation I was going to take the wall, but I didn't think about the consequences if I don't get the ball. So this clip, I just wasn't ready for him to drop down on my wall and like do this thing. It's a pretty basic move. It's pretty good sometimes, usually ass against good players, but I just wasn't ready for him to do it. If I was ready, what I would have done is place this wall earlier or flip the cone earlier. And then he just goes for the easiest prediction piece. I did this literally yesterday too. Don't go in the fucking tiles of the enemy, and then yeah, I'm dead. Even though I max him. In this clip, I should have been more aware when I saw him sliding, which showed that he was gonna side jump me. So right here, you can see he's like running to the left, which means he's gonna jump to the side. If I place this wall on my left here, he doesn't get the shot off, and I full box him, so he dies. In this clip, after I take damage, I say, come on, like, what am I doing? But now rewatching this, I understand why I did this play. So first of all, this is a bad peek. Why? Because I'm on left-hand peek. He's from above, and I'm on the left-hand peek. So what happens here is he takes my tops, right? And then what I did was I reset the cone, and I try to place the floors. As you can see, like, my crosshair moved from right to left, so I try to place the floor and then edit it, but I didn't get the floor, so then he got the floor. I try to reset or edit the cone. Don't fight from this angle. This angle is fucking dog shit, and I will never win from this angle. Death, pretty simple. Edit on enemy with when they have their gun out. You can clearly see the black, and also I'm holding W for some reason, so I don't know what the fuck I'm doing by holding W. So there's two mistakes in one. I'm holding W when I edit. I really need to fix that. I might have to change my binds. That's how important it is, because when I hold my, or when I switch to my guns, I often click or like press W down really, really hard. And like here, I should just went for an easy edit reset. Instead, I get hit 140, whatever. 140. This play would have been a really good play, but the mistake I made was not having my crosshair on him when I chop him out. So I saw he was connected on two walls, so I go for a chop. But if you look at the visual audio, he's like running behind me, which is a good play, because now I have to flick to try to hit him. And look where I'm looking. I'm not even on him, and then he hits me 100. It would have been a good play if I stared at the visual audio when I chopped him out. This clip, I actually know the reason why I died. So what happened was he was challenging me to come up, and the thing is, I think it's fine because there's no way he can react in time if I edit the floor or the roof and then place a wall. But I do a double edit, and double edits are pre-indicators to show your enemy what you're about to do. So I edit the cone, and then look, he already placed the wall. He was just waiting for me to edit the cone, and then he makes a window edit, and I can't even see him, and I get hit on. I thought I learned my lesson, but clearly not. Never peek this floor peek from above. It's fucking broken, bro. Hey, look at that shit. Also, my wall was weak, so all he did was shotgun and then AR me. So at this point, I would have taken 60 damage, but he goes for a jump shot with that peek, which is just the most broken thing ever, and yeah. With this clip, I have two things to talk about. First, I'm going to talk about why I died, and second of all, I'm going to talk about the peek that he did, which is so broken. So first, I died here because I actually made a good play. So cone, but we need to place this wall earlier. I kind of like stare at him, and then after he places the wall, I like walk into the peak. For some reason, I was kind of slow to place this wall, right? You can see I was trying to place it, but like too late. And I walk into it. This peak right here, this is a really hard edit to do because the peanut butter from the bottom, from like the middle right corner up is easy, but the other way around is really difficult. And this peak right here might be the most broken peak. Look at this. He did this earlier too in a clip where I didn't know why I died. He 195 me there too, and he 195 me here too. I just did the same thing again, but this peak is fucking broken, and that edit is really hard to do, and this is something I'm gonna like steal from this guy because this shit is broken as fuck. In this death, there's like fucking 10 mistakes I make. It's actually bad. I don't know how to stop holding W, bro. I literally might have to change my binds because it's like a, I don't know, it's like a mechanical thing, but a mental thing, but also like I don't know if it's possible to fix. So here, instantly my mind goes to, let's piece this side, right? I have this wall. He's going to try to get out. That's good. There's a positive here. There's a positive. Good. I placed the wall first. Okay. I'm running towards the wall for some reason. You don't have to run towards the wall. Nobody's saying you gotta do that. And then I run into the box with the enemy when the whole point is I'm trying to predict that my enemy is going to go over into this box and I'm trying to piece it. You're not trying to run into it. You don't have a health advantage, bro. Why are you running into the box? And also, I'm piecing up the wrong walls. The cone, good. This left wall, why would you place the left wall? You need to place the right wall and the back wall. Because look at the opponent's movement. He's going left to right. He's not going right to left. He's not going to go backwards. So many mistakes with that clip. Holding W, piecing the wrong things. Like, I know I'm on the back foot here, but the way I took the 100 damage is kind of, like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to say, so I'm not going to even show it. Here, I make a good play. I know he's going to try to jump in, right? I mean, maybe this is not a good play, actually, now that I think about it. If it's a good player, he's going to phase in first try with his AR, and I have no space behind me. So, actually, it's not really a good play, but whatever. So, I saw him shoot his gun because I went for it. The play, right? So I was going to edit the wall once he jumped in. The easy shot 100. Here, what's going on in my mind has to be I don't have space. So either I can create space now, but I have a kill opportunity right here. He might try to jump up and get out of the box, but I have a kill opportunity. So I don't really want to like make more space. So the right play here, edit reset, and hold this wall. And if I hold it, he's not going to be able to get it before me. And the reason why I should hold on this edit reset is because I need this wall or I will die. There's other times where you don't need the wall in order to survive, but here I literally need the wall, so I need to hold the wall instead of going for the shot. This is something I do that I literally just give my opponent free damage. So I take 50 damage there or whatever. Then he makes his window edit, and he's probably going to swing into it in like 2 seconds. But here, I line up my crosshair on the enemy, and then I shoot for some reason. This is something I do a lot, where like, I have my crosshair on the enemy, even though the wall is not edited on his body, and I just shoot for some reason. And he has this and the enemy has this crosshair on me, so he's just waiting for me to shoot. And I just take 100 damage. Why are you shooting the wall? If you have no intention to replace it, like, what the fuck are you doing? Come on. This death is literally just piece control 101. I mean, you'll see. It makes sense. So here I cone him. He makes his edit. I duck out of the way so he can't hit me, right? He resets. I need to place a floor or get out. If you want to stay here, place a floor. If you want to get out, then get out. Go to the right. Instead, I pump the wall. Again, I'm doing random things that don't matter. Like, why would I pump the wall? What does that do? Am I trying to pre-fire him editing the wall or something? And then he places a floor, 100. That's just piece control 101. You need to have that piece. And here, he already edited a peanut butter. So like, by the time I edit this, he's gonna hit me here. Actually, he doesn't, but I'm over peeking. I literally can't even see him, and the peanut butter is actually broken from that angle. Can't peek this long peek. Hits me 50. Then I tried it again, and I would have been fine if I broke the wall, but I missed a shot. I think I just got bad bloom, but man, I can't blame it on that. Fighting from a long side piece is just usually ass. I'm not gonna lie. Look here, when we talked about piece control 101 earlier, this is literally piece control 101, but when I'm on offense and he's on defense. So we're fighting from below this time, well, same as last time, right? And I see him here, and he's killing himself, right? Here, what I should do is edit this and place a floor above me, and then he's gonna pump the floor. He's gonna break it. I'm gonna run up. So if he places one, I'm either gonna phase it or go above it, and I'm gonna pump him and just run in his face and kill him. But instead, what I do is just edit it. I have gun swap delay. He hits me first, and he blocks my shot with the floor. I'm starting to notice a pattern in a lot of my fights is I just pump the wall randomly. Like, you gotta realize it's not Sentinel meta anymore where you can break the wall in one shot. A Thunder Pump doesn't do that much structure damage. And a good player, once they see you use your shotgun, shoot your shot, they're just gonna make a wide edit and punish you for like 150 damage. Here, for some reason, I just shoot the wall and then he makes an edit, which is the right play. Why I have no clue why I edited the wall, or no, why I pumped the wall. This clip, I end up killing the guy, but I take like he 195s me, and this is just a hypothesis. I don't know if this is true or not, but I make a really good play, so I get high walls and I cone him, right? So now that wall on his left is placed. He can't go that way. He's not gonna go over there. But knowing he's on the left side of my wall, I make this bottom right edit, right? Which probably in any other scenario would be fine. But here, my hypothesis is him knowing he can't go out that way because there's a wall means he's going to run the other direction. So I should make the other edit, the bottom left 3 tile. I don't know how the fuck he gets in my box. That is crazy. But he 195 me. So that's just a hypothesis, maybe not, I don't know. This here is a bad side jump that I make because when you think about the 3x3 grid or whatever, he has piece on me. So here, he places floor, which means he's going to be probably standing on this cone, right? And then here, I go for a side jump. What you can do is place the wall, do the stair, and then 185 me and I'm dead. What I need to do is do a diagonal side jump. So jump diagonally instead of just like straight forward, because look, he does a cone here, but if he would have done a stair, I would have died. And then when you think about the 3x3 again, he has piece on my doubles that I'm running to right now. If I would have ran backwards, I would have been fine, but I ran this way and then I get punished for it. Here's another clip of me holding W. So I cone him. Then he pushes a stair through. And here, I just overcommit into the box. I saw we pulled out our gun at similar times, and I try to reset, but I have to hold S and then jump back just to try to reset my wall, which is just taking too long. That's why I take damage, because I hold W. This is another example of the piece control 101 on offense. Fighting from below, I know he's here. Do the floor method instead of going for an edit reset, because if he's a good player, he does a floor here. Here, place the wall, place the floor, catch a shot, then cone him and then pump him in the head. But instead, like, I kind of do this awkward, like, I don't know. I think I was in between edit resetting and not edit resetting, and I just like shot him. I don't know. This death is definitely interesting. So first, I go for this really good play here. I have peekers and right hand. I just whiff, right? Okay, that's okay. And then he does the same thing to me. Although he's on the left hand peek. Well, I have a right hand peek and he has peeker's advantage. So it's basically neutral now. And we basically trade. And he out trades me, unfortunately. What I should have done is I knew he was going to go for this play, right? Reset the wall when he's about to pump me. He's going to shoot the wall, and then I obviously hold the wall, edit it, and then just pump him. Very similar to the last clip is I should have went for a reset here. So I know he's going to drop down, right? Knowing the tendencies, and it's just a common play. But then I kind of give in. And I'm not locked in. You can see the visuals moving. Now reset. Then he's going to pump my wall. See, he shoots like insta. So if I would have reset my wall, I would have killed him.